bands, I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check 53, Mike.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On second and 11 now. Rosen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Go.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here goes, son. Mike 50. Yeah. You don't want none. It's that. Mike 50. Lady. Here we go. It's that.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, wahoo! We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mike 50. Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Lady.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 50. Mike 50. It's just me and you. It's just me. You.
Darnold from the gun. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds Inbounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rosen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Hey, Charlie!
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
3rd and goal. Rosen looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, lady. You can't block me. Wait, lady. Small. No. Hey, exit. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, go get him. Oh, lady. Bravo. I'm coming for you. Here we go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check Mike 50. I got it. Ain't no look good. Hey, 80. Mike 50, huh?
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, alert, alert. Right.
These two teams all tied after one. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get in there. Get in there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
In your face.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jamie Collins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 53. Mike. Alert, alert, alert. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Right.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Darnold throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a catch made by Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's complete to Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mike, man, 80. 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, Darnold. He'll get this one to Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. And 80. Smooth. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Darnold to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Makes it 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Hey, Haywood.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53 at the mark. Check. Check.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
218, jump. Hey, alert. 95, Mike, 195.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Alert. Check 53, Mike. Check 53, Mike. Hey, wahoo. Tighten up. Middle. Slam. Monday.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Rosen now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on 1st down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Rosen to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Rosen will throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Slam, slam, slam. 61, matchbox, lights. You got tight right there.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo, lady. Hey, Alpha.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch the motion. Hey, check Mike. Red 80. Check Mike. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. That's what I do.
Second down and 10, Darnold. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready? Switch, switch. Showing up, showing up. Young lady.
Darnold from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hard, hard, hard. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let's go, let's go.
Now Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Rosen looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 24, Darnold. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Sims. He's got it. That goes for a gain of 31.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Now Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, watch it. No. Off. Ready? He's checking.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Don't get nervous. Lady. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Oh, lady.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, lady. Hey, high 7.
Again, Darnold. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Mark 50, Mark 50. Hey, lady. I'm coming for you.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Saquon Barkley running right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Darnold now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Who that? Who that?
Now it's Darnold. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And the blitz does come. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Darnold. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Hey, Zoo!
After the interception, here's Darnold going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check, young lady. Red lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill.
Darnold sets up the screen to Gordon. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Let's go, one more. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Hey, check. Hey, Charlie.
Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. About 3 yards there to the 27. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now what can Rosen do here at OT? And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Caught by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Rosen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, Alpha.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Check 53, Mike. Hey, alert. Monday. Crunch. Hey, Foxtrot. 53, Mike. Here we go. 53.
To throw is Rosen. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hold the look. 80.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Rosen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.